welcome to the Holly Street 96 podcast. As always, I am your host, Double A, aka D, aka the most toxic man in America. As always, I am with my co-defendants, my co-Ds, my partners in crime, my high school friends from a long time ago. And we've been cool ever since. Give it up to the Holly Street crew. DJ Domino, say what's up to the people.
Hey, man, what's going on, everybody, man? First live episode, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got to come correct with this mix. For those that don't know, though, I don't know what I do when I DJ. I just go. I don't plan anything. I don't like plan sets. I don't do any of that. So I just say, all right, that sounds good. But, you know, thank you everybody for joining us, man. You know, I'm looking forward to a great show tonight.
Word. Trev, say what's up to the people.
What up, everybody? Like we just said, first live one, man. Expect the hiccups, but also expect greatness. Thank y'all for being on the ground floor as always. You know, shout outs to y'all. And if y'all don't know, y'all fresh to it, I'll be here all evening.
Shout outs to Guinness. Pay us for the shout out. And last but certainly not least, the man with the money plans.
What up? What's happening?
J Bug, what's going on, freshness?
Not much, man. Not much. Chilling. Miss you guys. Happy to be back on here. No, we ain't getting on here as frequently as we used to, but we trying to set up new things like this live stream. So
right.
You know, welcome everybody. Welcome family. You know, let's get it popping.
Word. So let's get into it, fellas. I had a question. Somebody presented a question to me. I was part of it this morning. Who's the better MC? MC Light or Queen Latifah?
Ooh. Okay. Well, all right, listen. Damn, we just gonna jump right to it, huh?
Just jump.
Okay.
I mean, what we gonna do on a live other than jump right into it?
Based off of
questions.
Yeah, right. Let's go clockwise.
All right. Who you got, Domino?
All right, so who do I got? Okay, hold on. Because you know how I answer questions when it comes to this.
Queen Latifah, huh? You saying Queen Latifah better than MC Light? Interesting. We're gonna have to come back to that point. What you got, Trev?
You know, I would have to say I'd probably have to go Queen Latifah too, but I wouldn't. I'd have to go MC Light, man.
He said, but I wouldn't.
MC Light, she's got a better range when it comes to MCing, I think. Because we remember Roughneck, Georgie Porgy, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's got a little bit of everything in her that has transcended.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And
that Georgie Porgy is nasty.
Yeah,
that's nasty.
That's what I was thinking automatically off the top of my head, too.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got a in the chat. Danny 1983 says, "Can he get involved?" Yeah, go ahead, man. What's your light as a feather, hard as rock? Word from Queen Hazel. Got you. So before we get into any fan interactions, J Boo, what you got? Who you got on this?
I'm gonna have to go with the Queen.
And I didn't know it was this big of a debate.
Tough. It's tough, but I'm gonna have to go with the Queen.
Okay, that's three Queen Latifahs. Yeah. That's bigger than my bad.
You said Queen too?
You said no, I didn't. This was my answer.
Just the impact,
I said MC Light was the better MC. Queen Latifah is the better rapper. I mean, the better artist.
Yeah.
Now that I would say is where I stand accurate wise, because Queen Latifah, she did jazz, because remember when she went with her Dana Owens imprint, she did the jazz joint, she did a little R&B stuff. So as an artist, that shows her versatility. You know what I'm saying? But
why?
Yeah.
Hold on. Why you got that look on your face, man? What's on your mind, Jay? What's on your mind? He got that look on the face like he's sucking on sour lemons.
No, I think. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Derek.
I'm sitting there thinking, man. It's like, damn, man. I mean, like Light does go hard though, man. I do like. I mean, but like the joints I like from Latifah, I like a lot, man. But it's like, but I mean, like as an example, man. Y'all listen to this, man. Y'all listen to this.
Designing, also creating the dope that rhyme.
This is like 1989, by the way, yo.
MC that wants to be like me.
Go ahead, Danny. 1983. What's your take on this?
I am not one to.
I mean, MC
Now,
Light
like I said,
is just nasty though.
Like, hold on.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
see, here's the thing. Queen Latifah is an MC in her own right. Like, you can't tell me she can't flow. She ain't got on spit. But MC Light was she was almost like you couldn't tell the difference between her and another dude. Like, she was like that Roxanne, and she come from that school of Roxanne and Shantae. So it was like her joints was a little hard rock. Where Queen Latifah was the artist, she figured it out and she just took it to that next level. So
yeah,
I don't know, but
also,
if we talking MCs, MC Light beats everybody. Because you know
the
how I
Queen
feel
always
about
came
it.
with a message though too from jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Queen is
So,
hype.
I mean, and she was part of, the whole native tongues movement and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Which in and of itself was probably one of the first real big super group movements. You see what I'm saying? And for her to be, correct me if I'm wrong, I think she was the only female MC in that super group. So that definitely means something. But MC Light, the way her vocals were, yo, and the way she projected, and the way you knew it was MC Light. Not to say that you didn't know it was Queen Latifah on the track, but MC Light's voice just hit and punched through a lot of everything.
Right. No, you absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Which and while you don't know it, you kind of touched on another subject with the native tongues. You think we ever see another native tongues like that? We ever seen a collective like the native tongues with like De La Soul, Black Sheep, Jungle Brothers, Moni Love, Queen Latifah?
No, because we don't have there isn't enough conscious rappers out there right now to form something like that. Like at one point back,
we don't
when
got to
had,
go conscious. We just need to see another collective.
No, nothing like that. Nothing to that level of like groups and like individual artists that have that kind of success, all together. I mean, we just it's like who's who of that time frame. De La, Tribe, freaking Jungle Brothers, Queen Latifah, Moni Love, Black Sheep. I mean, come on now. You know what I'm saying? There's
man.
And I know I'm sound like an old head, you know what I'm saying? Like use a backboard, young blood, type of shit like that. But I'm just being dead ass serious, you know what I'm saying?
But for real, no, but that's what the show is all about. We give you know what I'm saying, like you got shows that like Drink Champs will give flowers to the legends, but we're that fan show that's getting left behind because of the new stuff, and we're in between. It's like we're not old enough to go away, but this stuff needs to be highlighted. These kids don't know about Black Sheep. These kids don't know about My Buddy by the Native Tongue Collective. Like, hell, I'm pretty sure they ain't even never heard the when the East Coast West Coast beat was going on, all in the same gang.
Come on, man. Like, I mean, is it possible? Yes. Are we likely to see it anytime soon? No. Because if we look at it, a lot of the collectives that we do kind of have really aren't a collective, right? The last real group that we had that we can consider a super group outside of Mount Westmore that's out there doing their thing, but we really don't hear much from them. And they're of our generation, so that's kind of still indicative of what we're talking about.
Right.
We can't really think of any of the new groups that's out there now that would put something like that together. Like, would I love to see Corday and like any of them, Corday, what's about Jack Harlow and all of them kind of get together and do something? Of course, but are we? Probably not. And I think it's not for anything other than they just are out for Delph right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just we've gone from the time frame of everybody kind of do their thing solo and together to more of a like we gonna do our thing because that's what we do. Like we've talked to extent about Top Dog Entertainments and their collective. You know, the Black Hippie Crew. Um, we know Slaughterhouse. We done talked about them to death, which I'm sure we're gonna talk about that debacle here tonight as well. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, the Native Tongues crew was groups of people that came together to make a super group. We don't. What groups do we have right now? You know what I'm saying?
True. Griselda, QT,
Shout outs to
quality
Griselda.
assurance, quality was it quality assurance or quality control?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
QC
yeah.
with Lil Baby and all
Quality
them.
control.
Yeah. So yeah, now we don't got a whole lot of groups, but it's like, hey, none of them were like, you know what I'm saying? Like none of the native tongue was like a group for real, for real. This is all the dudes, like they all homies. This type of music they like because nobody else is doing it, and they all got together. I just miss collectives. Like I miss like stuff like that. And
Well,
you
you
know what I'm
miss it
saying? It
because
was just
that's what
good
we grew
music.
up with, and it just doesn't happen anymore.
Right,
And I
right.
think that's, but
But
at
I
the
think
same
like
time, that's not a bad thing
no,
because
not at
as we
all.
know, history repeats itself, especially when it comes to hip hop, and it's going to come back around to that.
I
We just
think
got to get to that.
like I would love to see Fabio Foreign cats like that get a collective going, you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, we gotta cut this drill shit out, but and that's not
I
me
mean,
saying
but
I don't
look,
like drill music. I'm just
we
saying
had
can we find
Joey
another
Badass in the
can we
pro
find another
era crew.
beat?
We got ASAP
Yeah.
crew. You know what I'm
The
saying?
ASAP mob.
Yeah, but chances of seeing them join up and be a supergroup, I don't see it happening.
Hey
Not
Derek,
I was
anytime soon.
you got any native tongue in there? And that's
I'll be happy
Serato.
with just a fucking a good ass group. Period. Right now, like
Me.
you know what I mean.
Well, I mean,
Shit, like
so that's when we gotta praise.
I'm saying like dropping a legit album. Can we, I mean, you're talking about native tongues, and like this bigger, thing. Like how about we
Right.
just get another Firm album or another Wu Tang, type ish album collaboration. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's
Let's take
real.
it down a notch. Let's get that first.
No, that's real. I mean, that's one of the things that's missing,
Ooh,
and that goes back to
hold
what I
on.
was
Check the
saying.
chat. Hey, check the chat real quick. We got somebody would say I'd love to see a project from Kendrick, J. Cole, and D Smoke. That would be nasty.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be legit as hell.
for real, for real,
Kendrick, Cole, D Smoke. Because
So,
D Smoke don't get
with
his props as a new MC right now. Let's just be clear about that.
I still need to check out some of his stuff. I feel like I'm sleeping. I've been hearing so much good stuff, and
Dude is nasty, man. Dude is hey man,
I've been
Domino,
hearing.
you on your Dean, man. Like, don't think I don't hear it. Don't think I don't hear it. You on your
He
Dean,
said
man. You
I
picking up
does
on
this
cues.
shit for a living.
That boy is doing his job, boy. Hey, by the way, we got a love symbol for DJ Domino, man, in the chat. Look like you on fire right now with the ladies.
First of all, take it.
He's like, thank you, guys.
Leon Phelps.
Pictures, please.
Hey, ladies. Thank you, ladies.
You ain't gotta stretch all like that, man. We saw you.
No, man, I was actually just fixing my microphone cord, man. But yeah, man, appreciate it. But I got a lady, man. Shout out to Zarina.
Oh snap! But man, that was a good conversation, man. That was a good opener. Anybody got any hip hop news they want to share?
Can we really, for real, have this conversation about Slaughterhouse?
Oh,
That's the most hip hop thing that's happening right now, man.
I was avoiding this conversation.
I was trying to avoid
long.
it, but that's one of the things that we got to talk about, man, because
oh my god,
a lot of people really
go.
don't know what's going on.
Let's go. Let's have this conversation.
So, for those that don't know what's going on, I'm gonna take it all the way back, and I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence with this, right? Slaughterhouse was a group that comprised of Royce the 5'9", Joel Ortiz, Crooked Eye, and Joe Budden. I didn't mean to forget about Joe Budden. D, I know that's going to be a sticking point for you. What the fuck ever. Anyway, so that was a super group, and they were all together. They did a couple mixtapes, and then they got signed to Shady Records under Eminem, and they did an album. And then they just kind of went their separate ways. Joe Budden, for those of y'all that know, he was on a few different shows. He's got his Joe Budden podcast right now, all of that other stuff, and he straight out said he retired from rap. He's not doing rap. And that kind of, I won't ever use the word downfall. I will say that was one of the possible many behind the scenes things that kind of split the group up. So now fast forward to a couple weeks ago, Joel Ortiz and Cricket Eye, they stayed strong within each other, and they've been doing music individually and collectively. So they decided that they're going to do a group uh, together. Um, in the first, I don't know if it's mixtape, album, single, whatever it was, is called "The Death of Slaughterhouse,"
Mm.
and that's rubbed some people the wrong way.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Um,
whoa, 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 whoa. Frame it right. It's called The Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse.
okay, whatever. It's called "The Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse." Either way, it's two of the members of Slaughterhouse and the original two members that's not. So I think that's what the issue is with a lot of people when it comes to this being a thing, because they're still using the name Slaughterhouse in what they're doing. Um, I recently saw a video where Joel Ortiz was talking to Joe Budden and Royce the 5'9". It was basically trying to air out grievances and kind of, you know, speak his piece, so to speak, on what was going on with the situation. And if I'm honest, it looked like it was two against one, where Joel was talking to Royce and Joe Budden, and saying from his side, he thought that the reason that the group broke up, one was because Joe Budden left and retired, and two, it was a money issue. Which, if you follow anything in hip hop, you know that money is always the root of anyone to stop any progression from them making anything happen. Um, so that's what the video was. Now, my take on it, now that I've given the background, allow me to speak my opinion on it. I personally don't care. I'm here for hip hop and for music. I do ultimately wish that they would get back strong, because Slaughterhouse was one of the last, I could say, real representations of current hip hop.
True.
Bars
True.
over everything. The beats were solid, but
True.
they was spitting over the beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was. I mean, we still got Wu Tang out there doing their thing. Nas is out there, but if we're talking about groups and a legitimate super group where each individual
One of my
was
absolute
strong in
faves.
their own right, and they came together and just formed like Voltron, we haven't had one like that since
Who
then,
knows who
and
Voltron
I don't
is?
know if we will. Hey, listen, or Transformers, Power Rangers.
Nah,
Think
you
a
got
bunch
it.
of
You got it
shit
right.
coming
You got
together.
it.
You know what I'm
I'm here
saying?
with you. I'm here with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. But no, you're right. Some of the people that's listening might be like, "What the fuck is a
Yeah.
Voltron?" You know what I mean?
Anybody,
You got
anybody
it.
remember? Anybody remember when Fat Joe was the head lion?
Yeah, 4 feet and legs, 4 arms
Right?
and torso, and
Torso,
all
yeah.
the head.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Just show my age right there a little bit, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Just show my
Man,
age a little bit.
That's the
Sorry, though.
OG.
You showed all
That goes back to what you were saying. Like, everything comes and goes. Like,
Yeah,
goes
no,
around in
man.
circles, right?
Yo, man.
Well, okay,
y'all be talking
all
all
right,
Y'all
now
talking
that
all hold on. Go ahead, Dietrich. Sorry about
Go
that.
ahead. No, you got it. You got it.
Because you know I'm a DJ and shit, man. But I gotta play some Royce, man. I gotta play a little bit of Royce, man. Can I play a little
Of
bit of Royce?
course.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta play a little bit of Royce, man. You know, I figured that, you know,
We're gonna take a small
it's
chronic
good for
break
the pocket. Just
for my man Royce the 5'9".
Boom, boom.
You know, we gotta play a little Royce. Shout out Royce the 5'9", man. You know, we gotta stop this beef with Slaughterhouse and everything, man. Tell me.
Yeah. 5'9".
Oh wait. My man L Bruce 713. What up, Bruce? He said Migos is the latest popular group.
Now, he's not wrong
He is not wrong.
in that, but we're talking like a super group. So this kind of ties into what we were saying, kind of about the native tongues thing. Um, in that it was a bunch of individuals that came together and formed a group. So yes, they're a popular group. Um, I will personally say I'm not a huge fan of Migos, not for anything that they've done, but I just don't listen to their music.
I
I've
like their
had people
last
try
album.
I've had people try and tell me you need to check that shit out and all that. Their beats are good. Like this beat is fire, but listen to what they're saying. That just doesn't align with what I like. But it's okay.
No, I definitely I think we all might be on the same premise as you are. Like I said, I like their last album because
Like
they actually
that's
trying to
club
rap.
music, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not
Right.
gonna listen to that shit at the crib while I'm sipping because
Nah, not
that's
at
some
all.
shit you
Not
got to
at all.
get jiggy with. Jiggy
Not
with.
at all.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I need to hear. I need to hear substance and something that make you go. Oh my goodness. I'm
Lord,
looking
I
at the
swear to
Mixcloud
God,
chat. I'm looking at this Mixcloud
the
chat.
chat is
Listen,
popping right now. The chat is
the
popping
chat
right now. What
is
up, people?
popping. What up to everybody in the Mixcloud chat?
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all for
What you
tuning
mean?
in.
Can you get his number? You already got his number. We know who you
Stop
are.
doing that. Listen, ma'am, I need you to chill. Good Lord. I
Oh
love it
shit!
here. Hey, listen,
Hey, this is dope.
we might be
23
a
people
small
to this joint.
upstart. I was just about to say that.
My bad. I didn't mean to step on your toes, player.
Good Lord. Look, throwing salt on my man game. Hey, Domino, you
What
got
up, though?
groupies, killer?
Oh, shut your ass up,
Yo,
man.
they giving out. They giving out numbers in the chat. Oh, for
Oh,
$5.
stop. Shut your ass up, yo.
Can I
Fuck
get
out
10?
here.
She said, "I'll
Can I
pay
get
10." Well, yo, the chat's popping. Hey, what up,
listen.
people?
Do I hear 15?
What up, y'all?
Oh my
But yeah,
goodness
no,
gracious.
check this out. Check this out. But yeah, no, it's right. Is a super team? So is it like the Heat versus the way the Heat came together versus the Golden State Warriors? Is that like so? Like, did the Golden State Warriors become a super team? Can you become a super team
No.
as a rap group? Can the Migos become a super team, or does it have to be super individuals forming like Voltron?
I think it's more individual because the Migos came together as a group initially.
Right,
You
they
know what I'm
all
saying?
related.
Initially. You know what I mean? Like if you look at like we were talking about earlier with the native tongues, you know, they're all their separate thing. You know, even if you go back to like Leaders of the New School and Queen Latifah, Tribe Called Quest, you know, all these cats,
De
right?
La, yeah.
De La Soul, they were all their own like entity. You know what I'm saying? And then they came together as a loose collective. They're not really because, like, to my knowledge, there's no Native Tongues album. You know what I'm saying?
There isn't.
So
There was supposed to be one, but there isn't. There was supposed to be one. But they didn't get the chance to make it.
like a loose collective. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So and that's kind of I think the difference of it. You know, like kind of like Slaughter. You know, Slaughter has music together, but you know they're like a loose collective more than an actual.
But they got
super
music
group.
together after they already were established in their own right, just like the Native Tongues were. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the Migos were where they were like, oh, you know, we should all get together and then put out music. They all had individual music and their own following and all that other shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got you. But can
I don't think
so my question is, can a group become a supergroup? Can a group go from a group to stars to be to a supergroup? Can they grow?
Yes. I think. Go ahead,
like
Bub. What you got?
The Migos kind of started out as a group, and like before they got ultra popular, everybody that knew their sound from the South, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people was copying it, and then everybody kind of kept talking about, yo, y'all stealing kind of that Migos flow. And even though like, so the Migos was already hella popular like down South, but a lot of people, you know, up North and on the West, they wasn't as familiar with you know, the Migos. So they kept hearing these other sounds and they've been liking it, whatever. But then you would hear other people talking about them biting the Migos sound. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So eventually Migos became more main stage and everybody knew, you know what I mean, who the Migos was. And now like a lot of the South sound you can hear is kind of originating from the Migos. You know what I mean? That whatever.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
it's all boy.
Yeah, like they almost created that whole framework. You know what I'm saying? So and unfortunately, like not necessarily unfortunately, but a lot of the young kids, you know what I mean? Like that's all their ears are tuned to now. So like if it's not in that kind of flow, like they don't want to hear it. They can't even, you know what I mean? You show them something with lyrics or a dope beat, they like it's not that, you know what I mean? They're like, their ears are trained to something else. So Migos, who started out as a group, I think they became kind of a super group, you know, type thing in their own right. You know what I mean? On the flip side of that, a lot of their shit got, you know, shine got stolen or watered down by so many other, you know what I mean, different groups that they probably, you know, could have been a lot bigger. Even though they're big and they're huge, they probably could have been even bigger.
Yeah.
So here's my question. Maybe I'm picking it up wrong, but we're talking two different connotations of what supergroup is. We got super popular group, supergroup, and supergroup collective coming together, supergroup.
Right.
Like Mount Westmore is
Exactly.
E40, Too Short,
Cube, and Snoop.
That's a supergroup because they were all individuals and they came together and formed a group. Migos came as a group and they just got ultra popular. Right? So they are a super group in popularity, but not a super group as in entities that came together and formed a group.
That reminds me, like, I don't know, just I need to hear like a little snippet of some Short, man. I ain't hear no fucking.
Oh, you want to take it to the West
Too
Coast?
Short like in a minute.
Lord, you know you got that motherfucker on decky. He got it on. As soon as you said, they said Miyagi hands, boy. Let me warm these hoes up real quick.
What's my
look? Unpopular opinion on me, and let me know when you're ready. What the fuck is going on?
Newspaper reporters and others always ask me why I'm X-rated and I rap so nasty. That's right. Album number 10. Short dogs in the house. It's getting close to the end, y'all. And we're gonna kick it like this on the last album.
That last album was 7 albums.
Are you doing a short set?
He got so many of them, bro. Like if you just take this one hit song from each album, man, you could just ride through that shit the whole way.
You can make a double disc. Listen, so here's my unpopular opinion. Never really a big fan of Too Short.
What? Tripping.
I'll be that. It was never
Too Short.
Never a fan.
Crew, like single band. Two Live Crew.
Yes, unpopular opinion number 2. I wasn't a big 2 Live Crew fan. I can keep going.
Wow.
I can keep going.
Hey, that might have to become your segment for you, man. That might have to go forward becoming a segment.
What, unpopular opinion?
Trevor's unpopular
Hey,
opinion.
listen. I don't think they want that kind of love, yo.
That might be dope. Trevor's unpopular opinions.
I'll piss a lot of people off. You want look? I'm gonna say that one.
Nah, like I said, hey, say that. We gonna talk. We gonna talk offline and try to set that up. I want that. Trev's unpopular opinions. We gotta give you that one.
Now I'm not gonna say Short don't have dope songs like this. Blow Your Whistle joint was fire, but
blow the whistle. What's my favorite word, bitch?
My man
What's
made
going on, chat? What's going on?
He got a 40-year success off of bitch. Come on, son. Come on, son.
Hey, having said that, like I said before, E40, I've never been the biggest E40 fan.
I told everybody that
joined.
Hey, listen, I told everybody that was joining us that y'all was gonna get a party. If y'all ain't this man has been going on for about 5-10 minutes. Y'all don't even understand. This nigga is on a whole Too Short rant in the back. Like what we talking. This is what we do here at Holly Street. So, like I said, join us.
West Coast popping. I'll tell you that.
If you on Mixcloud right now, put us in your favorites. If you on Mixcloud right now, put us in your favorites. We do have a subscriber joint for $2.99 where you can get mixes like that for the freezies. Well, it's not free because you're paying $2.99 a month, but you get exclusive content. Be able to chat with us before and after the show. And all that stuff. So I appreciate everybody who's joining us right now, and I just wanted to stop and say thank you. But
look here, the Bay Area do be popping. I'm speaking off of it. I'm not saying nothing bad about the Bay Area. I'm just saying Too Short. Just one word catapulted in for life, and that's not a bad thing. Get your money.
17 albums though. 17 albums.
He just said that was his last album, and we know he had albums after that.
Let me put it. Let me say this for those Southern Californians. You know what I mean? So for the Southern Californians who on Sunday afternoons or just whatever, driving down Highland or whatever your local, you know what I mean, spot is, cruising. If you got a Too Short album, you got 1 or 2 songs on there, you can just throw in a cruise to. If you got fucking the 6 disc changer or how many ever fucking disc changer, and you go to each album, put on 2 songs from each album, you could cruise that whole shit, turn around.
If your wheels are small, if your wheels are 12 inches.
The whole way through.
If your wheels are gold dating 12 inches.
2 songs on an album with probably 13 tracks is not a big deal for me. I'm sorry.
June know what we're talking about. If you got a Cadillac, that's the song.
You're not allowed to talk Cadillac anything.
Hey man,
you're not allowed to speak any Cadillac words, Joe. OPSEC my ass. You're not allowed to speak anything Cadillac.
Oh shit.
All right,
look,
so,
hey, Domino is hype right now, boy. He is going
all right.
busy.
So before we get into our next phase of the show, I want to stop and do a new segment called Spotlight, where we all spotlight a song that spotlight something video of something we found that's dope. It may be old school, it may be new school, but tonight I want to spotlight Earth Gang. Y'all heard of Earth Gang?
That new Earth Gang album is
fire, boy. We putting y'all on.
Yeah, that Earth Gang should like they come in, and I want, and this is one of my favorite songs right now. It's called Water Boys.
Water Boy, yeah.
So we trying to help y'all get ahead of the the fan base.
Wait, hold on. I got the video right here, queued up. But go ahead, you got it. Play the whole joint.
Yeah. What's up, man? What's up, man? What's up, gang? What's up, gang? I'm getting this money. I'm fucking this fame. I'm trapping this water. Making shit shake. Give me $1. Bitch, give me a break. Most likely to succeed. Most likely to smoke weed. Most likely.
Turn your radios up right now. Earth Gang, Water Boys, featuring J.I.D. and J. Cole.
Most likely got the people going crazy overseas. I've been in the Taurus, I've been in the G, I've been in the Crown Vic, in the Mercury, push the 300 like a Bentley. Niggas ain't none if they ain't with me. Yeah. Set up the future for my ass. This shit ain't cheap. Know it's a dirty game, but bitch on me, you better not cheat. Shout to your geek, shout to your freak. Wherever I walk, gold on my feet, down to my last. I was fucked up, I was down bad like cornrow meek. See, hoochies pop coochies for Gucci, and models will swallow for Prada. But bitch, I don't even want that shit. If I felt like I buy you, that and this, I'm lit. What's up, man? What's up, gang? I'm getting this money. I'm fucking this fame. I'm trapping this water. Making shit shake. Give me $1. Bitch, give me a break.
What up, Ken Foch? What up, twin? What the hell they say happened at 10? Man, I heard he got locked up again. I've been meaning to talk to him and say the streets don't play no games, so pray for the same day. All he gonna say is okay, but he steady banging like the 808. Say a bar and it's breaking the bank. I should hire my boy on a day-to-day. That's the way you can stay out the way. Sanitation, we stay out the way. Son said he wanna stay at the one. Get a woman, run away to LA where the devil's waiting in the hoochies, pop pussy for pussy. And robbers be robbing the robbers. I see the evil is in disguise. All of my idols already died. I took a flight and I took a drive. Made a left at the light and this little guy said,
What's up, man? What's up, gang? I'm getting this money. I'm fucking this fame. I'm trapping this water. Making shit shake. Give me $1. Bitch, give me a break.
Boy, you look thirsty. Shit, a nigga been working. Shit, a nigga been hustling. Shit, a nigga been hurting. Shit, a nigga been stroking, bitch, you been squirting. Aunt Flo pulling up the opposite of early. Nigga been wiping up dookie and burping. I was with the 2-lead right on my person. I be on the south side swerving, gone like a fly route. Mom's on the ground going hard. Look at my child pops at the bar with the yak and the guard. When my new shit drop, you can all quit your jobs now. Fucking on the doctor, she get the best top. Wow. Back shot, bound dog out like a chow. Water well hustle to the whole world. Drown in the ground. Mama got fought at the water fountain. Rhyme with the 5% tint on the crown. Big G's moving silence. Rather make moves than announcements. See an opportunity and pounce it. You hit the red light surrounded. Better go ahead with the clown shit. You gon' regret when you doubt it. You know you left when we was down bad, sleeping on couches. Should've fucked around and found out.
What's up, man? What's up, gang? I'm getting this money. I'm fucking this fame. I'm trapping this water. Making shit shake. Give me $1. Bitch, give me a break. Most likely to succeed. Most likely to smoke weed. Most likely to get money.
J. Cole eats this verse up.
When does he not, though?
That is true.
Crazy overseas. I've been in the Taurus. I've been in the G. I've been in the Crown Vic. In the
Shout out to Necessity in the Mixcloud chat. I see you. Welcome to the set. Glad you finally made it. You know what I'm saying? Welcome.
Me, I been laying low. Peeping this shit from a distance and checking this chicken, no GMOs. These niggas look rich, but they broke, I be playing pro. Please don't get it fucked up from this homeless aesthetic. Whole lot of homes, and I ain't even put up the tour, but it's sold out already. I'm General Sell how a nigga is bred, and I'm getting it now, and this shit is pathetic. They only respect when you talking your shit. I ain't really that nigga that tutors on horn, but today look, I'm honking this bitch no more all season. It's capital B on my car season. If I happen to be in the mall, you catch yourself looking at me and you're stargazing. Don't be gapping with me if your heart shake. Two-faced niggas get the business. I went from rags to riches. There's too many bags, I can't do the math, bitch. I need a statistician. I think I might enter the draft. Boy, I got a ratchet ass the Pistons. Y'all niggas playing at fitness. I don't panic, no. Kyrie under pressure, my handles so cold. They can't fuck with me and I stand on that quote. That's never gonna change like Santa Claus clothes. I know a young man wanna stand on my throne, but I never hate, I'm a fan of little bro. But bro got a long way to go if he think that he ever gonna catch it with Cole. Hey,
What's up, man? What's up, gang? I'm getting this money. I'm fucking this fame. I'm trapping this water. Making shit shake. Give me $1. Bitch, give me a break.
Yeah. That was Earth Gang featuring JID and J. Cole, Water Boys. Yo, if you ain't, hey, Trav, what was the name of the album for Earth Gang?
Oh, the Earth Gang joint is called. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Let's see if I can find it.
Mirror, nope, not that one, not Mirrorland. Ghetto Gods.
Ghetto Gods. So y'all go check out Earth Gang Ghetto Gods. Peep that joint out. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been watching them come up for a while. You know what I'm saying? Ever since the Dreamville record. So go shout them, go peep them out. That joint was bomb. So
yeah, their album is fire. Their album is fire. I listened to it. So
you know what it is? It's a breath of fresh air. If you've been listening to a lot of drill music and Griselda Gang and a whole bunch of other street shit or otherwise, you know what I'm saying? It's nice to cleanse the palate hip hop wise. You know what I'm saying? And these cats and Earth Gang will definitely do that in the best way possible, man. The whole album fire, man. Highly recommend.
You know, when I was listening to him, I kind of got a little bit of an Outcast feel. I don't know about y'all, but
yeah,
I kind of got a little Outcast feel, like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I could appreciate that.
I agree with that sentiment. I definitely agree. All right, so it's 8:42. We had somebody to play our game. We lost them, but for those of you out there, we have a game. The prize was $25 Amazon gift card. Anybody want to play this game? Let us know. It's versus Harlem Wonder. Can you name the sample? DJ Domino puts up a sample. DJ Domino puts up a sample. You have to guess the sample before Harlem Wonder guesses the sample. If you get 5 correct,
you have to guess what the sample was used in.
There you go.
All that before I do, and I'm gonna tell you right now. Lord be with you.
So today's prize was a $25 gift card to Amazon.com. The losing prize was $5. But since we don't have nobody to play,
just go ahead and hand out the nickel because they ain't ready for it. Go and give them that nickel.
You know, but like I said, anybody our next pod will be on
20th?
The 20th
I had
of March.
Some good ones queued up, man.
Listen,
not the
20th,
not the 20th of March, the 26th. The 26th of March.
You want to give him a little E40 sprinkle me? That's right, E40, bug. E40. Sprinkle me, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I remember the first time I heard that. There it goes. The first time I heard that, I was a fan.
Understand my system.
So like I said, anybody want to play the game for the 26th pod, please DM me on Instagram, hit me on Aries Ace 1 or Holly Street 96 Instagram, hit me on Facebook, hit Trev on his joint, hit DJ Domino on his,
live chat.
hit J Boog on his. Matter of fact, Anybody in the live chat want to Anybody in the live chat want to play?
We're playing Shazam. The ghetto version of Shazam.
Hip hop Shazam, and listen. I have people that I can call right now that'll tell you they're tired of me doing that shit. We'll be riding in the motherfucking whip or something, and I'm like, oh, that's that song. That's who this sample goes to that. No, listen.
Looks like we got somebody that wants to play. Looks like Brick Mix Babe. She wants to play. Looks like she says I'll play, man. So we'll have at it, man. You feel me?
All right. Here we go.
Right, man, so here's the thing, man. All right, Trevor. Dietrich, you want to go over the rules, man?
Well, let me get her in the studio first.
Okay, yeah, get her in the studio.
We're gonna bring her into the studio.
So that way it's fair. So they're all seeing the same thing and hearing the same thing at the same time.
Give me 1 second. Hey, while I'm doing this, y'all hook me up with some filler. Give me a conversation.
Okay, yeah, let's get a conversation going, man.
Or play something. I don't care.
Actually, I'll play something.
Okay.
How about we do this?
And then we got Carlos coming in as the guest MC in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully.
Brit Mix said no camera.
We'll go this way.
Come on, listen.
We'll go this way.
Y'all trying to have me out here fucked up.
We'll go different route.
Well, shit, you don't need a camera. All you got to have is, do you have a mic?
Ring the alarm, man. Ring the alarm.
Ring the alarm. Oh, that's my shit right there, boy. Hey, do you got a camera? Do you got a mic? Because you don't need a camera.
I saw a yes.
There we go. That's all we need.
Now, I will say I am not unbeatable. I will say I am hard to beat, though.
And just to be clear, y'all, Trevor has no idea what I'm about to play. He has no idea. I've not tipped him off. I've not tipped him off to anything at all. So everybody has an equal chance. You know what I'm saying?
So I sent you the link in your description in your messages. So click that link. You'll be in the studio. We'll bring you in and you can play the game.
Ring the alarm, another sound is dying. Whoa,
hey, listen. I also believe in the sweep the leg, show no mercy.
Oh no! Hey! I don't want to be giving. This is coming out of my pocket, nigga. Beat her to death.
How many songs are we doing? We're doing 5 joints, right?
I want 5 joints.
Oh, y'all, listen. If you didn't hear it, that was Black Rob. Whoa, I heard. There it is, right there. Listen. Let's warm up.
Is Necessity who I think it is? Is that Baby Sis?
Yeah, that's Janina, yeah, man.
Hey, Baby Sis, what's going on?
What up, sis? Told you it was Black Rob. Whoa.
Since we got the live chat going, we should ask what's some topics that they want to see us discuss on there.
Yeah, that's one of the selling points. I was like, you guys can be part of the show. Like, let us know what y'all. Give us a topic that y'all want to discuss.
Brit Mix asked, where did you send the link?
To her we send it to you. I send it to your account, your Brit Mix Babe account.
Hey, y'all remember when this shit came out, yo? Good God, this motherfucker. Listen, this
Just use that link. Click on that. Don't everybody click on it.
Let them click on it if they want to. You're the man that control a bunch of no's. Hey, Brit Mix, babe, when you click on that link, make that your same name, so we know it's you.
How do you guys feel about Lady London's delivery style?
Who's Lady London?
That was gonna be my next question.
Actually, she's pretty. She's dope. She's pretty dope. I ain't gonna front. She's pretty dope.
I'm about to check it out right now.
front like they had the manpower.
Hey, Derek, you got any Lady London?
More so, I rip guitar so
Let me go take a look.
Fast life, come through in the ball slow like whoa. My niggas like dough, like nitro.
Hey, rest in peace, Black Rob, for real.
I did not.
That one hurt.
Yeah, man.
Now I'm Doc Strange in the range like whoa. 100 miles an hour switching lanes like whoa. Plus I'm getting brain from the
How we lose DMX and Black Rob in the same week? It's just it's something when life is unfair, it's unfair.
9-9 Jag Benz coupe like whoa. Keep them cheese lines on your blocks like whoa. Grenade through your window, bitch. Like whoa.
Clean Hazel. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Listen, I respect all SoundCloud rappers and all that, but the stuff that you're talking about, we don't know. You have to put us on.
Fast life, come through in the ball slow like whoa. My niggas like dough, like nitro, my flow, nice clothes like whoa. We back it, then flip it like whoa. Cars we jack it, then strip it like fully equipment, front to back like whoa. Spitting on fiends that come for crack like whoa. Asking for shorts and shit, nigga like whoa. Half on this quote, now
don't worry about it. Alright, so look, let's do this. Brit Mix Baby's having issues with the link. So how about this? The next podcast that we do, Brit Mix, you'll be the first contestant. So that way we can go ahead and get you set up and everything else. You know what I mean? So go ahead, no worries. We'll go ahead and link up with you. Hit up D in the chat offline or in his DMs like the stuff he just put out, and we'll get you linked up.
Yeah, send us your link in the Holly Street page message area on the Mixcloud. We'll bring you in for the next time.
Either that, everybody that's listening, also remember we got a Holly Street in 96 page on Facebook as well. Shout outs to everybody that's tuning in from that page on the Facebook side. Shout out to everybody that's here from the IG shout outs and everything else, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Y'all are part of the show.
Oh no! I'm telling you, I've heard Lady London. She's dope. She just got to get a little more recognition. We'll you know what? We're due for another ladies' night, so we do for another.
Man. Hey,
so
listen.
What y'all say we do the next pod?
The very next podcast, absolutely. It's Women's Appreciation Month, ain't it?
I think so.
It is.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't even know. Like, I'm not a woman.
I wouldn't be shocked that you didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but speaking of a female MC, shout out to Drea Renee. She was on our last Ladies Night podcast. I'm still waiting on that interview. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, she a dope MC. Check out. She's from I don't know. I'm not sure if she's from VA. I know. Nah,
she's from Maryland.
She's from Maryland. She's from the DMV area. So.
I'm almost sure she's from B-more too.
Yeah. So now check if y'all run on. She's on Spotify. She's pretty much on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere you can go. So if y'all out there want a dope female MC coming up, Drea Renee is your spot. So go check her out. Tell her High Street 96 crew sent you. All right.
Hey, real quick, man, before you go to the next subject, man, I just want to give them a quick snippet, man, of what they have to look forward to for the sample joint, man. It's a real quick snippet.
Yeah. We'll get these Miyagi hands warmed up. You know what I mean?
So am I playing Trevor?
Oh yeah, that's DMX story to tell. Not story to tell. Hold on. I know that beat. Is that Tribe Called Quest?
Well, I'm typed up. You on point?
Yes. Yeah, Tribe Called Quest. Yeah.
Come
on. On point 5.
Correct.
Yeah.
Where's the next
Great
one?
mix. I hope you paid attention. Benita Applebaum.
Benita Applebaum. You gotta get through.
Sky's the limit, Biggie.
Sky's the limit.
Come on. See that? You see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Come on, son. Come on, son. That's Common.
It's Common.
Yep.
Wait, no. You gotta name the song.
Not the light.
It is the light.
Oh well. That was a no look.
You know, like,
Sitting alone each night. Are you expecting to find the love?
the sad part is this song is dope on its own.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Sorry, our age just slipped the fuck out. Oh shit!
Well, I know that shot.
This one's hard. Oh, talk about
Hold
up in the levels.
This one I don't know. I mean, it'll come to me, but I can't think of what it is. I know it's Sade. That's
Does
the
the chat
original.
know?
Who used
Does the
it?
chat know? See, I told you this show's gonna be interactive. Come on now, get in the chat. If you just watch it, get in the chat. Who knows what sample this song was used for?
Yeah, I don't.
It's something. I know what it is. I can't pull it right now.
We know it's
I don't know why
Sade.
I'm feeling like some Beanie Siegel or some shit. Like,
Nah. It's not.
Derek, my man, will you reveal the song it was used for? I'm having fun with this. I like this.
I gotta let y'all suffer. I gotta let y'all suffer a little bit. Man.
I like this. This is fun. I like this. Please reveal the song.
Let y'all suffer a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, gotta let it suffer a little bit, man.
I'm getting distracted because I absolutely love this damn song, yo. It's throwing me off, but I know I've heard it.
You gonna
before.
get pissed. You about to be pissed in 5 seconds. Who's his favorite people, man? Who's his favorite? Who's his favorite?
Fucking little brother.
Who's his favorite?
You know what? And I had that, but it passed by my Rolodex.
It's MF Doom.
It's MF Doom?
MF Doom.
MF Doom, Doomsday.
I will admittedly say I'm not well versed in MF Doom, so I wouldn't have got that one.
You got to be a hip hop head to catch that one.
I'm not well versed in MF.
Rest in peace, MF Doom.
All right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more before we move on.
We got one more for y'all. One more for y'all, and then we move on.
It's an intricate plot of a b-boy strap. Fem stack cats get kidnapped. Then release a statement to the press. Let the rest know who did that. Metal fist terrorists claim responsibility. Broken household name usually set in hostility. What is MF? You silly? I like.
I'm sure this sample's been used a couple times.
I will take.
I'm sure this is
not Patty. That's
Nita Baker.
Yeah.
This is Anita Baker. Song "Sweet Love." No, what's the sample? So I'll take this one.
It's Lil Brother and Drake. I just can't think of the name of the song.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Keep your hoes in check.
So this one is Whole Cakes by MF Doom.
Yeah, see?
I got this girl and she wants me to duke her. I told her I'll come scoop her around 8. She said, that sounds great. Shorty girl's a trooper. No matter what I need her to do.
Fun fact, I hear him sampling Supersonic in that beat right there. I heard it.
Also correct.
But I think the one I'm thinking about is the his little brother Drake joint.
Yep. Little brother.
Little brother featuring Drake.
Yeah, it was Drake featuring Fontaine and El Zaki.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's Think Good Thoughts.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun little segment.
So what y'all seeing is he can be beat, and I'm offering prizes.
I can be. I mean, be prepped and ready though. You see, it takes some real crate digging to beat me because you played how many? You did 4 or 5 joints. I think you did 4.
That was good. I see Brit Mix babe in the chat, man. She She had
the
it going pretty
supersonic
good,
tag.
man. I saw Supersonic. I see Anita Baker. You know what I'm saying? So
that's cute.
yeah, that's dope.
However,
All right, okay. I mean,
we'll see you next. We'll see you next time, Gadget. You know what I mean?
My character hella deep, so I can get people pretty good.
So like I said, people, if you're watching, we got 52 people watching. Check us out. If you think you can get at my man, hit me up in the DMs and set up for the 26th episode. Come with your
I
heart.
want to give a quick shout out real quick for those that's watching us. Appreciate y'all.
It's more people than I thought it was gonna be.
These pictures here was done by my personal painter. If y'all like it, just shout us out and I'll put his name out there for you. I don't want y'all trying to steal my gangster, you know what I'm saying? But he is out there, man. Shout out to you, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Props to you. I got a lot of work from him, and he's my go-to. So put some respect on it. But if y'all really do want to know who it is, holler at us, man. I'll make sure I put y'all in touch. You know what I mean?
So right on. So it's the 9 o'clock hour, and we had a guest for the show, but they had to cancel things. Life got in the way. So usually about around this time, if we have a guest, we'll interview the guest and do some things, mostly hip hop. But so since we on the guest, fellas, what y'all think of Kanye West is down to?
I haven't heard anything off of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I listened to that joint. Yeah.
So y'all didn't buy the stem player?
No.
The $200 stem player?
No. Now I say the no with the respect that props to him for doing something innovative as Kanye West does, but I'm not.
Well,
do you have the stem player?
I do not, and that's why I'm going with this. So the whole point of me introducing like that is I wanted to talk about the stem players, and I feel like there's something in hip hop that's about to come down the pipeline that's going to be real bad for people who can't afford things. And so if anybody knows what stems are, if you have ever rapped, if you've ever performed music, stems are the track layers. It's your whole track layered. It's your vocals, your background vocals, the music and everything else, and it's all layered so that you can take one out, do a acapella, do a TV track when you're performing, so that you can have the backgrounds when you're performing on stage, and you don't have to always perform every single note. So those are what stems are. So what Kanye West did, he took down the 2 and put all his stems into a stem player, and so now you buy the stem player, and it's got 4 little buttons on it, and you can take out whatever you want in the stem player. You can play the whole song. You can play the song with just the backgrounds. You can play the song without the beat, or you can play the song sort of like what DJs do when they take out the background beat and they'll play a cappella and they'll mix it. Those are stems. So my problem with this is dope concept. You're selling money, but what's to stop every album you got to buy a new stem player? Like I could see if it was like you buy the stem player and you can keep getting albums on that certain stem player, but what's to stop them from selling the stem player every time they sell an album? Which is going to be $200 a pop. And if they get popular, it's going to be more than that. So now records cost $200 a pop and you niggas ain't even putting out good shit. That's my fear. That's my fear. Like the music industry is already full of shit right now. And you trying to tell me that I got to pay $200 to hear this record? Nah, B, because that's where.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it too,
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, just as from a DJ's perspective too, man. Trying to get, I mean, it's obviously it's easier now to get music. We've talked about this, a lot in past podcasts, man, about how easy it is for music to be, to get music and in turn become a DJ. But, if this becomes a thing with the stem players, man, what are we supposed to do as DJs when shit comes out, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
true.
Yeah, we have record.
I didn't even think about that part of it.
We have record pools and shit like that, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But somebody's gonna have to shell out that $200 and then put that stuff on the record pool, and then whether that's gonna be legal or not, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the record pools are legal. You know what I'm saying? They do pay the record labels for their music and also independent artists as well. That's how most DJs get their music, by the way. We get it through record pools. Not typically not through iTunes, just like that, because that gets expensive real quick. But yeah. But yeah, I'm just figuring out how that's gonna go with DJs, man. How we gonna go going forward if this becomes a thing?
That might you might have to start, because I'm pretty sure they'll find a way to Serato the stem player. But and like I said,
it always pays to know people that delve into the digi streets too. So
right.
I mean, that's also a thing. So I've heard. So I've been told there are still ways to acquire music without having to acquire music while you're acquiring your music. You know what I'm saying? So
I pick up what you're putting down, but
I ain't putting nothing down, sir. I'm just reporting the news.
But
I'm just reporting the news.
So here's the problem with that, and it goes on to why Kanye West did the stem player in the first place. Streaming is the enemy right now of hip hop, because streaming don't really pay. Spotify ain't really paying what they should be paying for per stream to the artist, and there's no really set rule and guidelines on what a stream. Like, there's rules and guidelines on spins. Like, an artist gets about, I think, 10 cents a revolution, and if you're so whatever your BPM is, that's how much you get. Like, if your BPM is like three something, that's 10 cent a revolution, which is like 10 times 390 or whatever your BPM is, and that's how much per spin per play that you get. There's an algorithm for it, but there's no algorithm for streams. There's no algorithm for how much Spotify needs to pay out and how much they're getting, because they're getting the monthly fee.
There is, but they're setting it to whatever they feel is justified,
right?
And that's where the disconnect is. It went from radio spins and all that other stuff that had a legit payout versus, hey, we're Spotify. We're one of the biggest streaming platforms on the planet.
Pandora.
We don't have to give you what you're getting for radio. We can give you something because you're reaching more people with us. So they're trying to justify and balance it out. But that's where the disconnect is, because that balance isn't really balanced. You know, like you were saying, for radio play, you can get, let's just call it 10 cents every time your joint get played. Right. Now on Spotify, your shit's got to get streamed
a certain amount of times.
A certain amount of times, but you're only getting maybe 4 cents. But your shit got to get streamed 1,000 times, and that's where it is. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So it's different because you can reach more.
The chat says it's 0.03%, and NDRE was just talking about it. If that's the case, 0.03%, that's a nasty percentage. That's like
it is.
That's a nasty percentage.
But that's where
of the pie.
But that's where the justification is coming in, because Spotify is looking at it like you're not just reaching the iHeartRadio playlist. You're reaching cats in fucking Bombay. You're reaching cats in Saskatchewan. Like, you are reaching people all over the place. So you're allowed to. We're going to give you a little bit, but if your music is hitting and it's popping and it's popular, you'll reach the same thing because you're getting more people. And I'm not saying I agree with that, but I can understand where they're coming with those numbers from, just based off of the reach.
Right. And you can understand both sides, because Spotify is trying to make money and the artist is trying to make money. So both sides are trying to make money, but 0.03% of the pie, of 100% pie, that's nasty. That is completely nasty. And that's nasty. Like, you can give somebody 10% of the pie and still claim 90, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but the pie is a lot bigger when you're talking literal global reach. You know what I mean? It's
global though. Like, mind you, if you go overseas somewhere, you can't play Pandora and a whole bunch of other shit. Some Spotify, certain spots, not without a VPN or some other shit that says that you're in the U.S. or some other shit due to,
that is true.
You know, again, why? Because then those local areas, they want to get paid too. You know what I mean? The telecom communications, you know, the ISPs, everybody want to get a piece of the pie. So, and because of that reason, you can't just stream it everywhere. You might be able to download it, listen to it offline. You know what I mean?
And that's where I'm getting to. So if we don't want to see, so my thing is this: if we don't want to see the future go to stem players, because I am really afraid of that future. Like, I can understand buying a $200 stem player, and if I can get like if I can be able to go to the stem website and buy all the albums and put them on that one stem player, I'm cool with it. If that's the wave of the future, I'm cool with it. But if it starts to get to the point where each artist is just putting out a stem player, music might be dying. But I hope it goes one way, and I'm with it if it's like I said. I'm with it if I can just go to the website. So my point is this: people, buy your music from now on. Don't stream your music. Buy your music. Don't go to these playlists.
Definitely,
it goes right to the artist.
Don't acquire it through the digi streets. That's a no good.
You gonna catch a virus.
It's a no good. Do it the proper way because the artists are out here putting their effort up. Just make sure y'all do what y'all got to do to appreciate it. And you show appreciation by going out and acquiring it the proper way, not the digi streets.
True.
It's a no good.
True. It's a no good. It's a no bueno.
Now, with that said, the stem player, I think, is just a stupid gimmick. I respect the hustle, but he's gonna not get as many things as possible. And I did see that Donda 2 is not what they say. It's not going to be considered for anything on the Billboard charts because he's selling his music through a player versus actually putting his music out. And I'm kind of not mad at that.
Yeah, it's
I'm not mad at that at all.
For Billboard charts because it's sold as a package deal. So like other albums that were sold with like
Magna Carta,
like Magna Carta stuff like that,
Magna
they weren't
he sold it
like sold with something else, right? So those sales didn't count towards actual album sales for Billboard purposes. You know what I'm saying? So
word.
I mean, I respect it. And the fact that he's trying to push technology into a way of being able to manipulate the music that you listen to and all that, you know what I'm saying, and having a new gadget thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm all for it. But everybody ain't got 200 to go and get a thing that they'll probably use with just that. You know what I'm saying? Just for that joint. Like it's dope, but I just want to get the album, yay. Let me hear what you got going on this. And that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? And I'm sure he's going to put it out for those that can't get it eventually. But the way that he's doing it initially, I think it's backwards. He should do it initially first. Everybody can get it. And then, oh, by the way, if you want to get on here and do a little bit of flexing and see if you can remaster or remix what I'm doing, here's the other joint, or do it at the same damn time. Allow people to have the choice. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But you're not. You're trying to. It's a money grab up front, and then you're trying to do something. Man, I'll never be about the money grab. And shout out to all them jackasses up front that's fucking up my gas money too. Yeah, I don't like y'all money grabbing that either, but that's a different story for a different podcast.
That is a different story for a different podcast. I would like to say that please stop blaming the president. He is not changing the gas prices. It's Exxon's changing the gas prices. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. We ain't gonna get into that. June.
Yeah.
You got any man? Haven't you've been entrepreneuring for a couple months now? What's going on with the house, man?
I don't even want to talk about the damn house right now, man.
Hey, it ain't a thing, boy.
It's time with June.
Hold on. For those of y'all that are tuned in, I will always say my DJ is better than yours. You seen how we just hopped to a completely different context of conversation, and he was right there with it. Mine is better than yours, and I'll put him up against anybody.
Can we hear one more time, man? It's money time with Junebug.
Switching 4 lanes with the top down, screaming out, money ain't a thing. Bubble hard in the double law, flashing the rings with the window crack. Holla back, money ain't a thing. Jigga, I don't like it if it don't gleam. In the hell with the price, but the money ain't a thing. Put it down hard for my dogs that's locked in the bang. When you hit the bricks, new whips, money ain't a thing.
Y'all want to cross with us?
I'm rich, bitch. Hey, this is my shit too.
I got money, be a me, money in the bank.
Oh, that's my shit too.
Yo, he laced you, man. He laced your drop. He laced your drop, son.
Rich nigga can't have no feelings, more money, more problems we got. You can fuck around, get your head, but still trying to be something you're not. I got a place for you on a t-shirt and a date for you to see Pac. And when I walk in, I don't even catch them hoes. When I leave, they gon' follow me out. When I walk in, I don't even touch them hoes. When I leave, they gon' follow me out. Watch this.
Turn lights on way down. What?
Come on, boy. If you talking money, Ho's got to be in the conversation from what I'm knowing. Holly Street at 96, man. Don't forget, we can reach us, Holly Street at 96 podcast on Facebook and IG, and I believe Twitter as well. But make sure y'all tap in with us and make sure that y'all stay tuned in, man, because y'all on the ground floor for something great.
I mean,
Twitter
where the fuck should I really even start?
Twitter is coming, and also TikTok.
Hey, hold on. Quietly. Wifey talking.
Baby.
Oh, you're such an ass. He gave me a little sprinkle with his dick.
All the pretty girls in the world. Pretty girls too. Cause to me you pretty anyway, baby.
Yes, sir.
At this point now, he's just fucking with y'all. At this point now, he's just fucking around. At this point now, it's like it's his show.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't play IRS right behind that shit. Yeah, boy. Man.
Go ahead, Junior.
Go ahead, Junior.
Follow that shit is what he said.
I know, right?
Go on, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, so do you got a tiny tip that the folks can use in their financial lives? Because you were one of the segments that everybody wanted to bring back.
Here, let me see if you have any information on this one. All right. So I'm getting a lot of emails and phone calls from these people trying to get me to refi my crib. I'm not ready to do it yet. But what are some of the pros and cons of doing a refi?
First off is lowering your interest rate, especially anybody that's on a 30-year mortgage. Everybody knows that. Anybody that knows me, I'm a big fan of the 15-year mortgage rates. So you'll actually own your home one day and perhaps have something to pass on to your kids. 30 years, you'll probably never own that shit, and you're just paying the bank, and it's never really going to be an investment unless it could be beneficial in the sense that, like, say last year or previous year and a half, 18 to 24 months, you had 30-year interest rates that was as low as 15-year rates. So I know some people that were able to take advantage of that and get 30-year interest rates at like 2.85 or some crazy stuff like that, which is bananas. You know what I mean? So that in that sense, it can be good. The bank is still making a lot of money, and you'll still possibly, I ain't gonna say never own your home, but you're saving a ton of money in interest, first of all. But the bank is still going to be eating really well off it. But on the same time, you're going to be getting a lot of money back. So instead of paying like $1,700 a month for your mortgage, you might be paying like $1,400. So that's $300 a month that's going back into your pocket every month. And so if you're taking that $300 and doing something wise with it, like, investing it, using it for something that's going to help it grow, then that's pretty good. If it's kind of hard for you to invest it elsewhere and do some those other things. Like I'm a big fan of the 15-year mortgage. Pay that extra, a few $100s, and watch your mortgage, equity build and your mortgage melt away. Like about every 5 years, you'll pay off a third of your home, and it kind of allows you some room to do some things. You might want to move to a different area, do some other stuff, rent your current house out. You know what I mean? Do a whole bunch of other good stuff. My biggest other tip for refinancing is if you are or do plan on refinancing, make them compete for you, especially if you're in a good situation. If they're calling you like crazy, chances are because they have the preliminary soft records. You know what I mean? They know like what kind of equity you might have in your home most of the time, or know what your base credit score might be around. They don't know for certain, but they have a general idea. So make them compete for each other. Like apply for multiple. One of them's like, oh, we can give you this interest rate, and we'll pay half of your closing costs. Some of them you can refinance and literally pay zero closing costs. Not have it wrapped in, not have it do anything. You can end up refinancing and end up refinancing your loan, and like where they'll take all the closing costs. So do your due diligence, search around for the companies and all that stuff.
Somebody in the chat asks, can you put that 300 towards your principal? So if my interpretation of that is correct, is say you're paying 1,700, you refi, and now your joint is 1,400. Is it a good idea to you're already used to paying the 17, to put it towards that, or should you try and reinvest it in something else?
No, I personally, I would definitely set it up that way. And again, it also depends on where you're at in your life. You know what I mean? If you're younger, you think you're going to move, this isn't your forever home. If you're pretty much steady and stable, or you're getting close to, say your first retirement, and you plan on getting ready to go into your second retirement, okay, in the next 15 to 20 years, I'm done working. I want to have my house paid off. I want to do these things. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Put that $300 towards the principal.
Right. That's good, man. Listen, these cats be hitting me up, and apparently I got a decent amount of equity in my crib, and they're constantly trying to get me to do this. You have X amount of money, the cash out joint, man. What do you think about those?
Again, depend on where you're at in your life. You know what I mean, and what your goal is. If your goal is, to you're getting closer to retirement, you don't want to have to worry about working 2 or 3 jobs or whatever, you know what I mean? And you just ultimately, one of your goals is to have your house paid off. Then, and especially if you already have a low interest rate already, then I wouldn't do it. But stop calling me, hang up. On the flip side of that, if you want to, and you have the energy and the guts to do it, and the moxie to get into some other shit, you can definitely take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Like the saying goes, it takes money to make money. So again, if the interest rate is 2.5 or 2.75% interest, and you got $100,000 in equity in your house, you want to take out that $100,000 in equity at 2.75% interest. Your monthly payments, okay, let's say that it goes up $300 a month. But with that $100,000, you buy an investment property. You know what I mean? Similar to some of the stuff y'all see me doing. In your neighborhood or area, you might find a beat up townhouse for $60,000, and you got to put $35,000 into it to get it all up and running or whatever. You know what I mean? And,
where?
Oh, not in California.
Sorry, California.
He said,
we not trying to
where?
Sorry, California. Yeah. Where?
California excluded.
60,000 in my Soldier Boy voice. So 60,000.
Listen, New York is also excluded from that. Don't think you're gonna walk up in there and get anything but a handshake, and that's it.
Yeah, but,
hey, I want to buy a house for 60,000, son. You need to go.
But he said where?
But real shit though. But the real stuff though, it really don't. In a matter of a couple of years, if you do it right, you can go from that little, single townhouse situation for that 60-something thousand, and within a matter of 3-4 years, you can be in a situation where you can buy something for $300,000 or $400,000 in California, and fix it up and do it. You know what I mean? It doesn't take that
if you could
long to scale, but it takes guts and hard work, huh?
No, I was saying like if you can risk it in California, boy, the upside is beautiful out there right now.
Yeah, but it takes guts and effort, and the biggest part is that honestly, I think it somewhat takes a good team or partnership, like because it's hard to do by yourself, especially if you're talking about you having a full-time job, a whole bunch of other stuff like that. You got to have just good people working for you, like not. You gotta have good connections, good contractors, people you trust,
Right.
and that's where things could go wrong in the gutsy part. But once you learn some of that stuff and facilitate some of that, like you can, it doesn't take long to scale. But in that scenario, for instance, just case in point, since we're talking about it, like me for one of the properties I'm working with my sister, like I've mentioned to you guys before. So again, buy a property 60,000, put $30,000 to $40,000 into it. So you got $100,000 in. So that property's worth about 135 to 140. So you can either rent the house out. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to then refinance the house because it's all nice and looks good. It's worth 140. I'm going to go to the bank and ask to refinance the house for, let's say, $110,000, $105,000 or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm taking all the money that I just put back into it. So I got my money back and I'm renting it out for $1,200 a month. And so whoever's, huh?
How much?
What? The rent?
Oh my God.
So
man, I
can't. So listen. So you gotta. So I got like $100,000, $105,000 loan on the house. Again, something like on a 15-year, 3% mortgage. Why? Because the debt to income ratio, so if the house is worth 140 and I'm only taking out 100, you know what I mean? So I'm taking out, less than 75% of its value. 75, 80%. You want to try to keep, 20% equity in there as much as possible or more. So just so you can get favorable loan rates. So, I want to try and get my loan rate to be 3% or lower, or at least about 3% because it's an investment, which is, not necessarily always the easiest thing to do. But here's the other trick to it. If your loan is too low, so if I wanted to just try to take $70,000 out or $60,000, the bank may not give it to me. Why? Because they're not making enough money off it.
Right.
So you got to make it worth them to give you the loan so that they can wet their beak. You know what I mean? So they're going to actually charge you a higher interest rate if you end up trying to just pull out like $60,000. You know what I mean? So with that $100,000, $105,000, I take my money out, freaking with a nice little 15-year loan and all that stuff, and I, let somebody rent it out and pay off that mortgage for me. I take that $105,000 and I go do the same thing. You know what I mean? Go buy another property, and within a matter of time, you know what I mean. So it's called like the BRRR, multiple fucking R's, but basically it's a lot of R's, but it's like buy, renovate, rent, and repeat. So that's one way. Or B, you can just sell it. At the 140, 135. You know what I mean? And I probably only make like a 20, 25 grand profit off of it, and which it's after real estate agent fees and all this other stuff or whatever, but which isn't a whole lot. That can be beneficial if you do the project really quick. You know what I mean? Like 90 days or less.
That's that house flipping stuff, right?
Yeah. So and that could be beneficial if you again have a good crew, have good people and everybody's on it. You know what I mean? And when you're doing stuff like that, what ends up happening too is a lot of the crews that's in on it, the contractors, whatever, a lot of them will want to go in on it with you. You know what I mean? To be like, hey, let's go.
They know what it's going to be.
Everybody want to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody, you know what I mean?
Right.
So then it comes down to you know what I mean, trying to facilitate and work something out that works out for everybody. But hopefully, once you get to that point, you can facilitate something that still works for you, but it also kind of gives them a reason to make things go fast and all that because everybody got skin in the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, hey, that was beautiful, man. That was absolutely beautiful. That is Finance with J Boog. Please put it in the chat. The man knows what he's talking about. The man definitely knows what he's talking about. So if y'all got any questions y'all want to ask, hit us up. Like I said, like Trevor said, hit us up at Holly Street 96 fan page, the Holly Street 96, Holly Street the 96 the podcast at gmail.com. That's our personal email. Holly Street, the Instagram, all these joints. We'll put them in the chat. Well, I'll put them in the chat in a minute. But yeah, hit us up.
Boy, he was Butterfingers and all of that, wasn't he?
Hey man, I might fumble, but I never fall.
Yo,
I might fumble, but I never fall. Been doing this too long. I ain't fumble, but I never fall. Hey, shout out to Big Keys.
Man, listen.
Fucking Junior over there like making his spring residence in Wilmington, Delaware. The $1 million champion, Alan Ray.
Everybody got a price. When you gonna make a kid dribble a basketball fast?
6 dribbles, right? Was it 6 dribbles?
It was 6
or 5 dribbles?
No, it was 6.
Junior B, he kicked the ball on the last dribble.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Yo.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes to kill before the mix. What y'all think about I was watching this thing called the son of Kanye, and it was about Childish Gambino. Y'all think he's the son of Kanye? Like his style, his style of rap?
No. Nope.
Anybody familiar with his style of rap, like his songs and stuff like that? Because I had to go back and listen to all his albums, and I was like, I actually was like, oh shit, he might actually be the son of Kanye.
There go Redbone. If you're still out
that
there,
album right there.
Oh yep, that shit is classic. Except, so I got one criticism about this album, and I can't remember the name of the song. It was the California joint in California. It just threw the whole damn vibe of the song off for me. Like, it's not a bad song, but he had Redbone, Zombie. It was like, damn, it just took me out the zone. But the album, fine. I don't really own wax like that because I'm not a DJ. I'm gonna get a record player eventually, but I promise you, I got it sitting right there, right behind my Stone Cold Championship belt. Yes, I said what I said. I got the Childish Gambino Awakening album right behind my Stone Cold joint, right next to my other only album that I own by the Dick Hyman Trio. beside a Shady Nook. The Dick Hyman Trio. Yes, I bought it just because that's what the name was. Never listened to it. No clue who they are, but come on.
Oh, Dick and Hyman.
The Dick Hyman Trio. Why would not? Why would I not? Those are the two albums that I own.
That is
Childish Gambino and the Dick Hyman Trio. It's a beautiful day here.
So we might have bumped into one. We might have bumped into one on that Son of Kanye conversation. What albums does anybody else own albums? Because I got two. I got my two right here. I got the Beastie Boys Berserker and Into the Wu-Tang Clan, one of my favorite absolute joints. You know what I'm saying? I cut school for this joint. You know what I'm saying?
Have you opened the Wu-Tang joint?
I have not, sir.
Oh man.
What color is the wax, yo? Hey, listen, do it now. Open it now. What color's the wax, B?
No.
What color is the wax?
That shit will stay in this plastic forever. I'm handing it down to my kids, man. That is going in.
The latest Busta. So in the group, we were asked, have you listened to the latest Busta album and the latest Goody Mob album? I did listen to the Goody Mob album. It was good. But that Busta album, I'm on record for talking how much I enjoyed that.
You got to go back. A necessity. You got to go back to our earlier pods. I think we did one right before the holidays last year where we covered that new Busta in depth. Matter of fact, there's 3 episodes back to back where we covered nothing but Busta Rhymes. I think we talked about that album for 3 months.
Are we talking about some wax?
We
were not with what you have. With us common folk.
With us common folk.
Look at that. Eric being Rakim.
CL Smooth.
Oh.
I gotta go digging in the crates again, man. I just bought my kid the Nirvana.
Oh, wow.
Yesterday.
Whatever.
Yeah,
In
I mean,
that
Jazz used to sing that shit all the time.
But to the chat, that
Yeah,
Busta
that's
Shout out
Rhymes,
to
crazy.
Jazz, yo.
that Busta Rhymes,
Yeah.
the latest, the
The
boys,
boys.
my nigga, down my heart.
And that's how
That was my
we didn't
shit.
need you to say that.
Hey,
We
I
need
don't
you
give a
to do
damn.
that.
I don't know.
Look, I feel like people don't understand how great this album is. Hold
Chris
on.
Rock was perfect. That whole album was perfect. I'll
Hold
be
on.
sure.
Oh, there's you.
I don't think it's understood.
Speaking of I'll be sure, go back to the last episode. DJ Dominic.
Listen, I was not lying to you. And yes, it's in there.
And it's three of them. It's three dicks and three hymens.
Bad boys.
Bad boy.
The Dick Hyman trio is a thing.
Is that Craig Mack? Marvin,
oh yeah.
What's going on? Is that the whole album or just a single record, like an A side and a B side?
That was a whole Marvin Gaye album.
Because I'm dead ass.
I need that one right there. I can't find out. I need
Which
that one
one
right there. Oh, that
the Good Kid.
I need that one and that one. I need that Redbone and that Good Kid, Mad City.
This ain't Redbone. This the whole joint, bro.
Hey, I need. Like I said, I need it.
So you know where you can find? I found this one, and I think I seen the Kendrick joint at. I ain't gonna tell everybody. Hit me up offline. I got you. I'm gonna tell you the ODB, Return to the 36. You know what I mean? Hey, but it's not. You're supposed to show off your wax, bro. We know you got it. That wasn't for you. That shit wasn't for you.
We know you got it.
We hope you got that shit.
Hey, if y'all got wax in the chat, put up what you got. Take pictures. Show off your wax. We put it on the fan page.
Y'all dealing with real hip hop heads right now, man. We ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Put that shit
show
up
off your
here.
wax. Take pictures. Put it on the fan page. Show off your wax. Please do that. Like if y'all got records, take pictures with your records. Put it on the fan page. Start a movement. All right. Well, shit, man. It's 9:37. Y'all want to
wait? Hold on.
Anything else?
Did anybody else look at the Kanye West documentary on Netflix?
Oh my
Genius.
man! Thank you. That was a dope. We fell right into it. That was a dope. That was the dopest concept, man. I would have never thought he would have had a guy following him with a camera.
That's the part that had me so hyped, yo. From day one, literally day one, when he got busy, he's had a videographer by the name of Cootie. Shout out to him for the outstanding work he did. It's a 3-part documentary.
Let's get that man a hand clap.
That shit.
So it's from the very beginning before he blew up, or what?
Yes.
It's through the whole. It's like it literally.
It's everything.
It's a 3-parter. Like he's there. So he's not there from the beginning, but he meets Kanye at like he's doing he's part of he's a comedian that got a break doing remember when we had those old school video shows that would come on in our region only?
Like video music box and all of that.
Well, there was a joint in Chicago that he got the hosting gig for, and one day he's hosting, he's doing a show, and it's being taped from Jermaine Dupri's birthday party, and you remember Harlem World? Mace
You're doing a lot. Stop telling the story. Here's the bottom line. It starts from when Kanye was, even before he was a Rockefeller, when he was shipping beats. That's all you need to know. You see his mom's Dr. Donda in there. You see it, but it's like before College Dropout and everything. It's phenomenal.
The struggle he had to get College Dropout out. The struggle he had to get the fucking funding. How Rockefeller didn't want to give him shit.
I want to check it out. I'm gonna check it out. That's I was about to say I'm tired of talking about Kanye on this one because I feel like we beat it to death. But this one actually seemed like it was worth bringing up.
It's dope. After this, I think after the first or second part of the documentary, College Dropout sales skyrocketed because he kind of revitalized the passion that he had in that project, and a lot of people. What up, Felton? My hand's clean, Playboy. Don't worry about it. Holly Street, don't worry about that. That's between me and him. My hand's clean, Playboy. But no, they say College Dropout took off again with its sales because of this joint genius. And I think I understand why, man. It's phenomenal.
I do remember way back in the day seeing a interview with Kanye, like way back at the beginning, and I think it was shortly after College Dropout came out, and he was talking about how like people don't know, like in order to make it, you know what I mean, in this industry, how you got to really like put your heart and soul into it. He was talking about being in the basement making beats for like 3-4 days at a time, not coming out scruffy ass beard, you know what I mean, just fucking just living in that bitch, probably pissing in a cup, just constantly like grinding, you know what I mean, like grinding. So it'd be cool to see some of the, you know, the pictures that matches that.
Hey, it was for me one of the shining points was, if you remember the Through the Wire video, some of the actual footage from that video was taken in this docu-series that he did. And you can, like, I was sitting there watching it with wife, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's Through the Wire. Oh, that's how that joint came up."
Can I nerd out for a minute? Can I nerd out?
Don't you always anyway, regardless of what we say?
Yeah, true. But well, if you allow me to let my nerd come out, the way they shot that video was phenomenal. Like shout out to Cootie, shout out to Cootie and what's his name? What the fuck is that other dude's name?
I don't remember the other dude's name.
Cheeky. Cootie and Cheeky. The way they shot that video, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, that was phenomenal. Like, they took Polaroids, put green screen. They took blank Polaroids and just put felt pieces of green screen inside those Polaroids and just filmed the joints. And then went later and filmed. I was like, fucking genius, because, like I said, technology was what it was back then. Like, it ain't like now where we just green screen anything. You can green screen from your phone. Like, that was just genius. And so I just want to nerd out for a minute. My bad. Continue to talk. We got about
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
I highly recommend it, man. Even for those people that kind of feel like with Kanye West and his antics now with what's going on with Kim Kardashian and all of that. I've always been able, for some odd reason, to separate Kanye West, the producer, music guy, versus his antics and the red hat and all this other stuff. Like, that stuff doesn't impress me. I don't tune into too much of that because that's just antic stuff. But when he gets to the meat and potatoes of who he is and what got him where he is, which is him and his music, production, and rapping, to see that side of him again, man, it just felt so good to just kind of forget about all that other stuff. This is why Kanye West is Kanye West, and this is how he got his, I don't want to say his start because they don't go all the way to the very, very beginnings, but where they start at pre-College Dropout, when he was shopping demos and he was doing his production for J&M at Rockefeller. Like, it was so dope to see that, and it just felt good again. Like, this is the Kanye that we missed. We'll probably never see it again, but to know that there was footage of that buildup and all that other stuff is just such a dope thing, man.
Okay,
such a dope thing.
I want to say something real quick before we get up out of here. That doc just really there's one piece in that doc where he's in his mom's crib and she's rapping his lyrics for the song. And the look in his eyes, and it's like, do you see now, if with all the antics, and you see that scene right there, how he's looking, his mom is rapping his lyrics from a high school song he made up wholeheartedly, like with all, like not even like she's rapping it like we rap Jay-Z joints, and he's just looking at her with like all the love in the world in his eyes. When she goes, if you can't see why he's where he is now, his anchor is gone. And that's just my take on it. His anchor is gone.
No, I said the same thing.
Anybody else he attaches his anchor to don't really pan out like that. But that relationship between him and his mom was beautiful just to watch. It was just beautiful to watch. And absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna say too, for those still in the chat, drop some lines of some topics, some things you'd like to see us talk about on the upcoming podcasts and stuff like that, hip hop or otherwise, otherworldly news and things, different topics, battle of the sexes, just everything. I mean,
we cover it all. Not just hip hop.
Let's get into it.
Check this out now. So I want to thank everybody for joining the show. The show's not over, The real show is about to begin. So for those of you that's not new to the Holly Street 96 podcast, we have a segment at the end of our show called the 15-Minute Massacre. It's now 9:45. That means we got 15 minutes to go. So, as I usually do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Holly Streets 96 podcast proudly brings to you DJ Domino and the 15-Minute Massacre. So, I would usually say, if you in your car, roll your windows down. But you might not be in your car. If you in your house, put the vacuum away. Put the baby in the crib. Turn the radio up. And that baby start crying, fuck that baby. Pump this shit. Yo. Thank you guys for rocking with us. That was the 15-Minute Massacre. Yo, tell us what you think. Tell us what we did wrong. Tell us what we did right, but just tell us something. As always, I am your man D, a.k.a. AA, a.k.a. the most toxic man in the universe. As for J Boog, Harlem Wonder, and the fabulous DJ Domino, the awesome DJ Domino, the magnificent DJ Domino, baddest motherfucking DJ in the land, DJ Domino in the mix. Be here March 26th for the next